This podcast is brought to you by PodPro Australia.
Are you frustrated with the lack of sales coming in from your socials? In today's episode, I share proactive lead generation strategies so your content converts. Social media, Google, email marketing, systems, web traffic, and the endless content creation that comes with marketing. It's overwhelming, right? Say goodbye to endless stress and hello to clarity with the Meaningful Marketing Podcast. In this podcast, I will share with you fast and free practical methods to help you manage, monetize, and market your business, all infused with a healthy dose of motivation. Let's do this. Welcome back to another episode of the Meaningful Marketing Podcast. In today's episode, we're diving into the world of proactive online marketing lead generation strategies. And this is probably one of my most favorite topics to talk about. Mastering lead generation strategies is absolutely essential for making conversions from your content. Did you know that businesses with effective lead generation strategies are 67% more likely to become successful? For myself personally, when I started out building my business online, I could not have my content not work. I needed my content to convert. I needed it to bring in paying customers. When I first started out, everyone said to me, do lives every day. And I did, and I didn't get any customers. They said, give away all your free content. And I did, and still no customers, and it left me exhausted. They said, post consistently. And I was like, what? What consistently, and what should I be posting? And at the end of the day, it did not pay the bills. One of my absolute fundamentals of online marketing is to get people off social media. And that means we've got to take them from an engaged fan online, offline, off social media, and into your email list so they become an actual lead that you can nurture. I personally have 37 methods across B2B, B2C, e-commerce, and service-based businesses that can be used as lead generation strategies. And no ads are required with any of these. These could be running competitions, doing a webinar funnel, using a lead magnet resource, just to name a few. If you jump onto onlinebusinessmarketing.com.au and head to free resources, there's a download resource called Hot Leads on Repeat, which will be able to support you with this. So who of you here fish? All right. I do a little, although I can't get the fish off the hook, but I can do a bit of fishing. So I like to explain lead generation through fishing. So you've got your rod and you've got your bait, and now you want to go and you want to reel in a fish. In order for it to work, you've got to make sure that the bait that you have on the hook is going to be able to attract the right fish. You also need to make sure that you are in the right water. So, for example, if you were wanting to catch a saltwater fish, you would need to have a saltwater bait, and you'd have to go to salt water. So when it comes to a lead strategy, your bait is the lead magnet. It needs to be juicy enough that the right fish, your prospects, are going to jump on and happily throw an email address or their contact details to you for that resource. Now, the hook on the fishing rod is the title of that lead magnet. It has to be absolutely captivating in stopping a person from scrolling and getting them to throw that email address at you. And now the fishing rod is the system that you're going to use to be able to reel that fish in. And the water is where you go to find those people to put that lead magnet in front of. So why do you need leads? If you're continually talking to people on social media through your content, social media owns those leads. You don't own them, and if your social media accounts get deleted or hacked, you will lose all those potential leads and you will not be able to remarket or talk to them again. You would have to start all over again to build up your following. And you never guaranteed that your content's going to be put in front of them again. Secondly, in order to sell your business, it is imperative that you have a leads list. Therefore, you can sell your business for more money dependent on the assets that you have. And the assets that you have are the amount of followers you have on Facebook, the amount of followers on Instagram, and the amount of leads or email inquiries that you have on a leads list. Thirdly, if you have a leads list, it gives you the opportunity to be able to email market out to customers, to continue to nurture them and build that relationship with them. so that you can market to them. So, for example, if you have a Boxing Day sale or launching a new product, you now have an email list of qualified leads that you can now send a campaign out to let them know about the product that you have or service. So here are 4 ways for you to get started. Firstly, you have to identify who the fish is that you're trying to catch. Then you need to create content that's going to resonate with that audience. It needs to be super relevant and super specific, and it has to provide enough value that they will simply give you their contact details and want to receive emails from you. Rather than it simply just being content, it would be content that you're giving them that would require them to give you an email address for that. Hence, it's a lead generation strategy. Thirdly, you would need to utilize various social media channels, email marketing, and blogs to reach those potential leads. So you would need to go out online, find where they are so that you can put that resource in front of them. Places could include Facebook groups, posting content in stories, doing reels, using hashtags or following hashtag threads, or even doing collaborations with referral partners. For example, you could go out onto social media and say, I have this checklist which is specifically for this person who is struggling with this thing, and it would require them to give their contact details in order for them to get that checklist or quiz. The fourth and probably the most important one is the F word, and that is following up the lead capture. Now, the good news is this can all be systemized. So this then would be the rod to reel them in. So once they've filled in the form and you've delivered the resource to them, which automatically happens through your email marketing system, you would simply have a workflow or an automation in place that would send them through an email sequence that would build a relationship with them and guide those leads through the sales funnel. The content that you would have in those emails would build that know, like, and trust, would share some success stories, sharing some statistics, talking about some of the problems that you solve for customers, and evoking enough curiosity to instill trust so that it helps them to make a decision to buy. The process needs to be logical. So you need to really understand the customer or buyer's persona in order to be able to create those sequences so that they are willingly and happily opening up and reading those emails as they go through the journey. So through my own experience with lead generation, I've learned that authenticity and relevancy is absolutely paramount when it comes to lead generation strategies and connecting with leads. Aligning your marketing with your purpose and your values will help you to attract like-minded individuals who are interested in what you do. So sharing your points of difference and your unique value proposition is going to help you differentiate yourself from everyone else and instill that trust and connection with prospects. So how do you get started? Well, consider valuable resources that you may potentially have or could create. Things like ebooks, checklists, webinar, quizzes. And for e-commerce businesses, it could be a discount or free shipping. You could also want to include free consultation. It solely depends on the industry that you have and the customer that you're trying to attract. Remember, the purpose of this is to capture the lead's interest and to collect their information. Use personalized messaging and segmentation to tailor your communication to each lead's specific needs and preferences. There needs to be consistency throughout the communication, right through from the social media content through to the lead magnet title and content, right through to the email sequences, so that there's no distrust in the sequence, and it's imperative that it's not fluffy but rather specific to that individual person. It has to address their specific needs and their preferences. And then you need to continuously monitor and analyze your lead generation strategy. So you need to have a look at, is your social media content plan working? Are people opting in and giving you the email address, and are those people the right people? Then you need to have a look at how often that is happening. Are people going through the sequences? Are they opening up those emails? Are they taking action and booking the call, or are you making sales? Are they clicking through? This would help you identify what's working and what's not working so that you could make data-driven optimizations. Now that you understand the significance of lead generation, I encourage you to take action. This honestly is the difference between content marketing versus content marketing that converts. Lead generation strategy is conversions through your content marketing. And it's absolutely key for you to have these in place, if not many, so that you can make more sales online. For more insights and resources on effective lead generation, you can visit my website, onlinebusinessmarketing.com.au. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review if you found this episode valuable. Remember, every lead is an opportunity for you to make a positive impact. It is not selling, it is serving. Until next time, make your marketing meaningful. Thanks for listening in. Meaningful marketing is all about you making your marketing meaningful. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit that subscribe button. But subscribing means that you won't miss out on future episodes all about marketing and motivation. Stay inspired, stay focused, and make your marketing meaningful.